we're a company, because we specialize in mill renovations, we're kind of out there. So number four came to our attention. It fit all of our model for the kind of projects we like. They're larger mills. We try to get into a particular size. We like the mill itself. We like the area. We like to be in areas where the community is kind of just ready for a project like this. They aren't already, well established in mill renovations for apartments. The previous developer had removed all the windows in the building, and for a long period, I think close to 10 years, the building was wide open. And I remember at one point, prior to getting the construction started, walking from one end of the building to the other, and there was at least 3 feet of snow gathered on the floors on either side of the building. And that snow would just stay there throughout the, until it melted. It would take forever, of course, because it's undercover. And so the floorboards along the edges and the beams along the edges of the building were severely rotten by the time we started the project. So one of the great challenges there was certainly the fact that there was an extensive amount of rot throughout the building that our construction team needed to repair. At one point, you could be in the first floor of the building looking all the way up to the roof through all the gaps in the floors as they were being repaired. So that was a huge challenge. Additional to that were the length of the building. It's an extremely long building, over 700 feet long. I like to think of our site supers that work on those projects. They probably 2 or 3 times a day have to walk from one end of the building to the other end on every floor to make sure that they are aware of what activities are going on. When you think about that, it's basically a half a mile per walk across the building. It's just crazy to think. Within, I think, 4 months of moving, of being ready to move folks in the building, we had 100% lease up of that building for the residential apartments. And I should point out, we had 150 apartments there. It was amazing. The commercial portion of the building, which consisted of about 35,000 leasable square feet, it took a little longer, quite honestly, to get leased up, but we are now full, and it's been actually a nice, pleasant part of the success of the project, some of the businesses and restaurants that we have in the building. So the community response has been amazing, and we're so fortunate in the projects that we do. The buildings themselves are already, well loved buildings. There's still family that would have worked in them and that sort of thing. So it's not uncommon during the construction to have actually folks just show up and just sit in their cars and watch the activity. And then once they were done, as you can imagine, there's a pretty remarkable pride, I think, that's still there for folks to see this wonderful building that was part of the heritage of the community being brought back to life and, active. And so we'll end up having folks that lived in town moving into these buildings, and there's a great deal of pride for it. For us, I think it was a culmination of us being able to bring together some experience that we had on mills in other parts of New Hampshire and Northern Mass, and put them all together. And what was probably no one particular little thing that was challenging about the project, but the mass of it, the fact that it's 225,000 square feet and the rot conditions that I mentioned earlier, and bringing all of that together, I think really showed that we had I think a unique talent and skill to pull together all the people that are necessary to be successful on a project like this. And it's a truly team effort. And so when you pull all these talented people together to do amazing and hard work, to pull it together and then to look back afterward and to see it all come together and how beautiful it is, I think all that together is what makes that particular project special and unique to us.